How's everybody doing?
Good. How's this feel right now, just in general? Like, is it a weight lifted a little bit?
You could say so. You could definitely say so. It feels good to come into the locker room, like Jay Howe just said, to music and, everybody smiling and dancing. That's what we, work hard for. So it all paid off this week.
How long do you give yourself the opportunity to enjoy this before it's like, all right, focus in on the next thing?
We got till tomorrow. We're gonna break down the film tomorrow morning, and as soon as that ends, we're on to the next. We got to carry this over, this good energy and positive outlook from this past game, and keep it going.
The touchdown, it kind of looked like maybe you faked it inside and went back out. Like, just walk us through what you saw there and get back out.
Yeah, so my job was, just to get to the hash and, break towards the sideline. As soon as the ball was snapped, I saw that I had one-on-one with the safety, so I tried to sell that I was going across the field as much as possible. And once I saw his hips turn, then I broke towards the corner, and the rest was history. And Smith laid out a great ball. O-line did great, and that's how plays like that work.
Is there anyone that you think could flip their hips fast enough to get with you? Like, as soon as you catch them in that?
No, definitely not.
Was that play set up by, you guys ran so much like heavy last week, a lot under center,
Mhm.
and I think that was 13 personnel on that play.
Yes.
Was that set up by what y'all did last week?
Yeah, 100%. We noticed that, when we get in those 13 personnel, the safeties might not be, their eyes might not be as good. And, I was able to get up to the second level and, run my route, and it all worked out. It was an executed play.
When you catch that ball, are you 100% sure that no one's going to catch you?
I was kind of nervous at first because I turned around, and I saw he was kind of close. I thought he might trip me up, and I didn't want to lose my, none of respect in the locker room for my speed, you know what I mean? So.
So you're going in top speed on that play?
Yeah. Did anybody get the top speed? I want to know.
It's 21.72, which is the fastest.
I'll take it.
I'll
take it. I'm happy about
Well,
that.
the Next Gen Stats website said that. The TV said 22.72.
We'll go with that one. Let's go with TV. Yeah, TV. Yes, TV's right. Yeah. It felt good. I feel like we were waiting on a play like that to hit for the last few weeks. When the opportunity came, like, we executed, and that's always a great feeling. And I felt like it built momentum for the rest of the game for the offense.
It has been a long time for you since you caught a long touchdown like that. How is it just kind of a relief to get one out of the way this year after you had a long rehab? And I feel like
Right.
you kind of brushed over that because you were there the first day of camp, but that had to be a nice feeling.
Yeah, it was a great feeling. An even better feeling to get the win off of that. But yeah, no, I wouldn't feel like I was waiting for it. I knew the opportunity was going to come eventually. But like I said, once the time comes, I just had to be ready for it, and we all were, all 11 guys on the field.
Was that what you guys were sitting on, that even, from Wednesday or Thursday, that you knew that was going to work? You were just waiting for the, the time or the situation where it would?
Yeah, it's all about time and situation with plays like that. It worked perfectly. It was called at a perfect time. I believe it was the first play of that drive. So it was a great call, and we worked it out.
What's the locker room's reaction to getting Spence a win after the 0-10 thing? They come out and get his first win.
Right. It's amazing. I'm super proud of him. I'm super impressed by him. He's come in and he's handled everything like a pro, and he comes to work every day. So I'm definitely not surprised at all the good things that have been happening, and to get that win, and hopefully they gave him the football for that touchdown reception. It's got to be his longest. So I'm super proud of him.
You mentioned this offseason about your role kind of expanding in this new offense. Beyond the big 87-yard touchdown, you had that fourth down conversion over the middle of the field. Is that a part of what that kind of expanded role looks like for you?
Yeah, 100%. Not just being a deep threat in this league. I've known for a while that I could run all the routes, and now this year I feel like I'm being able to kind of put that on display a little bit. And an example is that fourth down. And that felt good. That kind of sealed it for the offense, and gave us some momentum going into next week. So feels good.
What worked on that play?
It was man. We knew they were going to run man, and I had an option route whether to break in or out. I saw off the ball that they blitzed, so I took the middle of the field, and Spencer put it on me, and I was able to convert.
I remember you had an ACL injury in college, right?
I did. Yep.
What do you make of Taysom and Foster having 3 practices before going out to play?
Yeah, no, they're insane for that. For them to be able to come back as fast as they did. Yeah, then not a lot of people can do that. So it shows how much heart and how much courage they have, and how much they love the game of football to be able to come back and have an impact on the team. First game back. So super proud of them. They worked hard throughout all the offseason. They haven't missed any days. So I'm super impressed.
They give the team a lift having them out there.
100%. Anytime you have some of your best players out there, including a guy like Taysom Hill, Foster, is a heartbeat of the team. So it's always good to have them back.
Virtually, could you get a minute, you might decide to just kind of woke the crowd up, and you say,
Yeah, you could feel it as an offense. We've been waiting for a play like that, to spark, the rest of the guys, and just to be able to have that and get that out of the way. If it feels good, and I feel like we'll be able to build off of it.
A couple people have mentioned Calvin smiling after the game. It feels like he's always smiling.
Mhm.
Just can you talk a little bit about his optimism and kind of what that's meant for this locker room for the first month?
Yeah, no, he comes to work and he lets us know, exactly what he wants. He's not too high or too low at any point, and I feel like that's something that we like, but it's really good. Everything that he represents, everything that he's brought to this team, and we love how he coaches, and we definitely play for him each and every week.
When you see a defense doing what they did and forcing 5 consecutive turnovers as an offense, what is the vibe like on the side?
Yeah, vibe's great. Anytime the defense can get turnovers, as many as they did today, they're going to put us in good position. They gave us good field position throughout the whole game, and so when we turn the ball, or when they turn the ball over 5 times, we have success.
What did you take from Taysom's speech before the game? Like you said, not to cheat it, and just what did you take from that overall message?
Yeah, when a guy like Taysom talks to you, you listen and you kind of lock into what he has to say, and I feel like that kind of got us fired up. It felt good to have him in the circle again, and moments like that, you see that he's back and he's ready to go and he's ready to fight for us. So
That's normally DeMario's spot too, so what does it say about the level of respect that
Yeah.
guys have for Taysom to see that moment to him?
yeah, no, he has the same level of respect. He's a leader. He's a captain. He's played in this league for a long time and he's made a lot of plays. So how could you not want a guy like that to lead your team? Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. Thank you.
That's it.